Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, President William Samoei Ruto was on BBC Africa News, and there are several issues that he was responding to. Number one, they asked him a question about his relation with the President Uhuru Kenyatta as far as the allegation that has been on social media about Uhuru playing Raila Odinga in William Samoei Ruto's interest. And according to Ruto, there is no way Uhuru helped him or he played Raila Odinga in his favor. He simply won election because of the strategy that he had. Secondly, there was a question about his relation with Raila Odinga. And according to William Samoei Ruto, he is extending the olive branch to Raila Odinga, but he has some condition. Because it's like he's ready to work with Raila Odinga, and he has condition on how to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want us to check on to those issues, because personally I have a strong feeling that William Ruto is trying to offer a job to Raila, but Raila Odinga has rejected that offer. And I'm going to explain to you shortly, but I want to quote what William Samoei Ruto said, then I will explain to you. This is what Ruto said. When Raila Odinga decided to retire, and I think there are roles he can play as a Kenya leader. He can support the country in other initiatives, maybe in the Great Lake region. He can work with us as an elder statesman. It is not for me to choose. It is a decision to be made by Kenyans. As president, I would deploy all the resources that we have for the good of the country, and if Raila Odinga come by, I would find something for him to do, but not in the handshake arrangement. That is William Samoei Ruto. Now, before I explain to you why I have a strong feeling that Ruto is reaching out to Raila Odinga to work with him in his government, but Raila has refused, I have just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you are not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release another video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our work to more viewers. Back to our discussion. I wanted to look on the statement that William Ruto is giving here. He's talking about when Raila Amolo Odinga decide to retire. If you're talking about Raila Odinga retiring, it means William Ruto will offer Raila Amolo Odinga a job opportunity if Raila chooses to retire. But before we go to the issue of retirement, do you believe that if Ruto was reaching out to Raila Odinga and then they have agreed for Raila to take a job opportunity, will he come out on media to share out that information? In my own view, a big no. If you see a politician coming out to share such allegation or information out, then it means it has bounced. They did not agree. Remember when Uhuru Kenyatta agreed with Raila Odinga on the handshake issue? We just woke up in the morning and we saw Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta at the steps of Harambee in a handshake. No one knew what was going on until the last minute when they revealed it to the country. So if Ruto had agreed to work with Raila Odinga, he will remain silent until they reach the deal. When they have now agreed, now Raila, this is your office, or this is how we are going to work. But because they have failed, that's why he is coming out to say this, in my own view. And you see, he's now saying that Raila should choose to retire for him to give him a job. It means they want to force Raila Odinga to go into retirement for him to give him a job opportunity. Look at that. And this could be one of the reasons why Raila is not ready to take any job opportunity from William Samoei Ruto. Because even in 2027, even if Raila will not be on ballot, he might choose to bless another person and take the person to the people who have been supporting him, help him in a campaign so that he can remove Ruto from power. So Raila has future plan. Maybe he will be on the ballot as ODM candidate if they force him to be on ballot. And if they find it good for him to support another person, then he can bless another person and move with him through the campaign. So because of this, that's why Raila might not move towards William Samoei Ruto. Because even Ruto is very brave, he's focusing on 2027. Assume that he give Raila Odinga a duty now. Then Raila is in office doing this work. Do you think Raila is going to decampaign William Samoei Ruto? I mean, could it be possible for Raila Odinga to decampaign Uhuru Kenyatta in 2022 after working with him in the handshake? Unless if Uhuru had betrayed him. So it becomes so hard once you work with someone. Because once you're working with someone closely, to some extent even you become his advisor. And in that way, it becomes hard to decampaign that person. That is a trap that Raila is not ready to go into. And that's where Ruto is focusing. Because Ruto is aware that he did not get the vote. The difference between him and Raila Odinga was merely 230,000 votes. Very lean. Unlike Uhuru Kenyatta, who was having a big margin of almost 1 million plus votes from Raila Odinga. You see the difference. And of course, Azimio still believe that they were rigged out. That's why Ruto is not sure of 2027. So you look for Raila. Offer him anything. And then he will be there for you. So you stop any ambition in ODM party. Then ODM will be supporting you. So Raila is rejecting that. Number 3, Raila has suffered in the hands of Uhuru Kenyatta to an extent he got it so much hard to defend Uhuru government when they have failed. And this was a big problem for Raila during his campaign. You go to campaign, people are telling you, tell President Uhuru Kenyatta to do this. Tell the president the life is very hard. Tell the president we cannot afford basic commodities. They knew he was advising the president. So you carry that baggage, the failure of that government. And that is some of the reasons some people were reluctant to go and vote for Raila Odinga. If he will support William Samoei Ruto and they work in the same government, that alone, again, will make Raila Odinga to carry the burden of Kenya Kwanza government, where they have failed. He will be equally responsible. And Raila might not be ready for that. That's why he did not take, and that's why Ruto is coming out to say that he has an offer for Raila Odinga. Carrying baggages, then you get rough time during your campaign. To an extent, some people view him as, they were seeing him as a project. And Ruto was able to decampaign Raila Odinga because he simply rebranded him. He branded Raila Odinga as a project, a state project. So Raila is not ready to go into that direction. And I'm asking myself a question. What is this thing Ruto is talking about? Lake region. He's talking about maybe Raila Odinga becomes a leader in the Great Lake region. He can work with us as an elder or a statesman. It means Ruto want to make Raila Odinga a Nyanza region leader. So he do what? He become a prefect to those governors in Nyanza or what? Anyway, he can be a region leader, but Raila has boundaries beyond Nyanza region. Coast ni kwa Raila. Home ground ya Raila Odinga ni Nairobi. Lakini sasa sababu amezaliwa Nyanza region, they receive him. So sielewi hapo. That means also he's trying to reduce Raila Amolo Odinga to a community leader, or to a tribal leader, a community leader. So you remove him from Western Coast, Nairobi, and you reduce him to a Nyanza region leader. Some of the things Raila Odinga might not take. If you want to offer Raila Odinga a job, then in capacity of like what he has, the High Representative for Africa Infrastructure, that make sense. The other things is just jokes. And seemingly Raila Odinga has ambition for 2027, or he has a plan to help someone through ODM party in 2027. And this could be the reason why he has declined the offer from His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. See you in our next video, but tell me in the comment section in your own view, why is Raila declining William Ruto's offer to work with him?